Derek Doesn't Mind, Episode 4. My mentor, Preston. All right, settle down, you magnificent degenerates. It's Derek coming live from the Sick Records bunker, where dreams go to die and amps come to hum. Today, we're talking about a man who changed my life. A mentor, a philosopher, a roadie mystic who once fixed a fog machine with a tea bag in pure rage. I'm talking about Bloody Preston. Now, if that name doesn't ring a bell, go watch Wayne's World 2. Yeah, that Del, the tea-drinking, thousand-yard staring prophet of the road crew. Except he wasn't fiction, man. He was real. And I know he was real, 'cause I met him, and he still owes me $20. I first crossed paths with Del back in the 80s when I was hauling amps for a glam band called Electric Pussy. They were all hairspray, eyeliner, and emotional damage. Think Poison, but with worse hygiene. Anyway, Del's standing there backstage, trench coat, army boots, and a smell that could only be described as incense and trauma. He looks me dead in the eye and goes, You've got the eyes of a man who's been electrocuted twice and came back for more. And I thought finally someone sees me. From that moment on, I was his apprentice. Del didn't teach lessons. He issued quests. And one night he gives me the mission. Ozzy Osbourne, the bat-biter himself, was refusing to go on stage. Why? Because someone stole the brown M&Ms from his dressing room. That's it. That's the apocalypse trigger. So Del grabs his coat, looks at me with those war-weary eyes and says, Derek, we're fixing this. It's not about the sweets, Bob. It's about principle. This is your density or something like that. Next thing I know, I'm in the back of a transit van driving through Sri Lanka at 3 a.m. like we're in Mad Max Candy Road. Del's chain smoking, muttering about discipline and stagecraft. Kevin, the lighting tech's crying in the corner. And I'm elbow deep in a mountain of chocolate, trying to separate colors like a sugar-fueled surgeon. So we were in Sri Lanka, formerly Ceylon, at about 3 o'clock in the morning, looking for 1,000 brown M&Ms to fill a brandy glass, or Ozzy wouldn't go on stage that night. So Jeff Beck pops his head round the door and mentions there's a little sweet shop on the edge of town. So we go, and it's closed. So there's me, Del, and Keith Moon, and David Crosby breaking into that little sweet shop, eh? Well, instead of a guard dog, they've got this bloody great big Bengal tiger. Del managed to take out the tiger with a can of mace, but the shop owner and his son, that's a different story altogether. Del had to beat them to death with their own shoes. Nasty business, really. But sure enough, we got the M&Ms, and Ozzy went on stage and did a great show. We marched that bowl backstage to Ozzy himself. He's sitting there in a bathrobe eating a raw onion like it's an apple, eyes glazed with either genius or total madness. He looks up, smiles, says, "Cheers, lads," then promptly knocks the entire bowl onto the floor and walks on stage. And I'll never forget what Del did next. He just lit a cigarette, stared at the fallen M&Ms like he was watching the fall of Rome, and said, "That's the biz, Derek. That's the freaking biz." That night changed me. It wasn't just about chocolate or chaos. It was about understanding the sacred art of pointless struggle. Del used to say, "A true roadie doesn't chase the spotlight, Derek. He aims it, duct tapes it, and swears at it when it breaks." And man, I've lived by that ever since. Del Preston, the man, the myth, the unwashed oracle of the backstage universe. Wherever you are, I hope you're up there sorting celestial M&Ms and arguing with angels about load-in times. And if Ozzy's there, tell him Derek still wants his 5 pounds. Here's to you, Del. mentor, shaman, saint of stagehands, and destroyer of brown M&Ms. That's the biz. You know the deal, you bastards. Like, subscribe, do all the things that keep my boss happy. This has been Derek. Keep your friends close and your enemy, in charge. Whatever. Turn the mic off this time, Gary. I'm done here.